Welcome to the JPXP. I'm back. I told you I was gonna be back with a second video. So, in this video, I am gonna go to details in the video, but I'd rather have somebody ask me the questions instead of me sitting here looking stupid talking to myself. So I have my guy here, Jermaine, the top shotter, the top goon from Broward County. Wagwan.
Yeah. There, man. What's good, man? How you been?
I'm good.
Alright, so we're just gonna jump right into it and ask you a question. Alright, so first thing, who are you?
Yeah, my government name is Jeffrey, and that's my government first name.
Okay.
And I'm from Florida, Broward County, 954, stand up. I went to high school in Dillard, and after that, I held a job. I used to work at Winn-Dixie, didn't work at Kmart, all that kind of stuff. But I'm just a regular Haitian kid from Broward County, regular Haitian kid from Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. Alright. So the main thing you want to speak about is your journey through joining the Navy, correct?
Yeah, we get into that.
Alright. And what age were you when you decided to go ahead and join the Navy?
So when I decided to join, it was right after high school, and first I didn't really want to join at first. At first, I wanted to go to college. I wanted to go to BC. But the thing was, at the time, my mom and her husband at the time, on the FAFSA paperwork, it said that they made too much money. So I wasn't getting no FAFSA, no Pell Grants or anything like that. So my grades was decent. I made a 3.1 when I graduated. It was, it ain't the best or anything like that. But I didn't really have any avenues for scholarships or anything like that. So when I went to BC, I found out that bad news, and I did not want to accumulate student loans. I actually wanted to join the Marines at first. I changed my mind to the Air Force. But the weird thing was those two recruiting officers was right next to each other.
Okay.
And for some reason, the Marines and the Air Force was never in the office for some reason. No idea. And I guess the recruiter that was in the Navy office, I guess he always saw me coming around, but I always leave. So he's like, wait a minute, why is this dude always, coming around and everything like that? So he hustled me. I ain't gonna front. He hustled me. So came.
You're trying to say that he finessed you into joining the Navy instead of going to the other branches?
Yeah, and it's a funny story. So what ended up happening was, I went there around. It was the fourth time I went to the office. I realized it was closed again. So he comes out of the office, and he was like, "Hey, you need any help with anything?" I'm like, "Yeah, I wanted to join." I want to join the Marines or the Air Force, but they're not in the office. He's like, "Oh, we could try to get in touch with them. We'll talk more about it."
Yeah.
And it was one of those things. I didn't really get trapped because at the same time, this is like I wanted to leave Florida, but at the same time, he spoke highly about the Navy and kind of rolled me
I don't
into
even
it.
like using the word course, but you're trying to say that, hey, he just he basically, like you said, finessed you into it.
Right.
All right. So still didn't get it. What age were you again?
I was 18 when I walked into the when I walked to the career office, when I signed in, and swearing I was 18. But when I finally got shipped off to boot camp, I was 19 because the delayed entry program, how it works, is like they don't ship you off right then and there. I had to wait until my ship out date, and I wanted to get out of Florida as soon as possible. So
you were 19 when you basically got shipped off to boot camp.
Right.
All right. Now, give me an experience of. Do you remember your day one in boot camp once you first landed?
Day one was a haze. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I still remember what I had on. Black pants, a white sweater, and a white t-shirt. I had, back then in Florida, we always wear the Forces, the white AF ones.
Yeah.
We used to always rock those. And I remember that night, I got to O'Hara, the Chicago O'Hara Airport, and I remember getting off the bus and
Was your first time in Chicago?
first time in cold weather.
Oh, okay.
It was
okay.
snowing.
It was the winter time that you
Oh,
went to
December
boot
8th?
camp. Oh, okay.
Whoo! It was yeah, I got off the bus. That's the first time I ever saw snow, but I couldn't touch it
Yeah.
because they was yelling at you, get off the bus, get off the bus. It was just like on some crazy stuff. So got off the bus, and I just remember going inside, and just standing there with my paperwork, and I was like shell shocked because I was in shell shock that they were yelling at me because I have a Haitian mom. She's always yelling at me, but I was shell shocked that a white guy was yelling at me. A white guy was yelling at me.
Why you have to whisper?
It's great because, like, again, in Florida, you don't see that much. In Florida, you don't see that much. You don't see that much.
In South Florida,
Yeah, in South Florida, you don't see that much white people, and when you do, they're not really loud or they're not really coming.
Very timid.
They're very timid and they stick to they stay to themselves. So when I seen it, I'm just like, yo, and they're cussing like crazy at the time. This before. The PC era. It was before it transitioned to that, and they was calling some types of, "Hey fucker, get off the bus!" Get off the bus.
First day.
Yeah, first day. Oh, for real. They weren't playing. So I just remember getting off the bus. I didn't really have much. Only had my wallet, and because before I left, I was watching a whole lot of YouTube videos.
Before we even continue going forward, when what do you have to pack with you? What were you allowed to even bring with you when you were going to your to Chicago? What did they allow you to take with you?
At this, like, you could take whatever you want, but they'll mail it back. So 9 times out of 10, like, what will end up happening is, like, if people brought like gum or their cell phones or all this other stuff, what they would do is they'll make you take it out. The clothes you come in with, you're not gonna have them. You're gonna ship them back. So
Back to your home address. Back
to your home address. So everything I had on, my forces, my regular black jeans, my sweater. I got to keep my white tee because it's a white tee. We supposed to So they ship it back. I had to ship it back to my mom's and everything like that.
Even your cell phone also?
Yeah, cell phone and everything.
So you never had any communication device to contact any family members or anything like that?
No.
All right. So here you are, first day. They took all your basically personal belongings, including your communication device.
Right.
And here you are. Now,
they let you keep a Bible. They let you keep a Bible and your ID and everything like that.
Okay, so let you keep a Bible.
Right.
And your ID, identification of who you are. Now, did you go into training right then and there on the first day?
No. So when you first get there, it's called P Days, and how P Days goes is like it's the processing day. They basically it's like low key. It's like I don't want to say it's like prison, but it is because they strip you of everything that made you an individual, and they put you in the clothes that they give you. Once you get there and they strip you and put you in clothes, not really strip you like strip. They're not screaming at you strip. None of that. It's just you change your clothes and everything like that. You mail your
overall that they gave you, an overall. Or?
No, they gave us the PT they call it the Smurfs.
Okay.
Like the blue navy jacket, the yellow shirt, and the blue pants. And they gave you some New Balance sneakers. Those things was trash. It was garbage. You ain't pulling nothing with those. They strip you down to all that, and you get your phone call to call you. People say, "Hey, I made it here all right," and everything like that. And the crazy thing about it was like for me, I didn't even get to get in touch with my people because it was like 1 in the morning or something like that when all this was going down. So they weren't awake. They weren't awake. So.
How many phone calls were you allowed at a time? How does it work?
In the beginning, 1. And they give you another one later. I think it's like 3 in total, but you do the phone call in a unit as everybody together. The whole division does a phone call together. They bring it out to it's called the NEX, the Naval Exchange. And you go over there, there's like a whole row of phones. You make a phone call, you probably only have like 5 minutes. prison mentality. You probably only have 5 minutes. Say, hey guys, how you doing? Call whoever you need to call, and that was about it. Usually it was weird. Like a lot of times
It was all within the first day, right? If
Yeah,
you remember
all that
correctly.
was within the first night. So their mission was to make you tired.
Okay.
So you were tired at the end of the whole process and everything like that. So that's about it. And
What happened with the sleeping arrangements? How did that work out?
so before we even get to where our barracks is, or where they call it the building that we live in is called a ship.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really a ship. It's named after certain ships. But before you even get there, they give you the haircuts, and they buzz cut, and like that lady we call like the dragon lady. This lady.
So you never had dreads at that time?
No, I had a rig. I even went to the bar. So I got a line up and everything. I cut it low, and they still found a way to cut it. The lady was
Lower
like,
than that.
yeah, they was like, it was crazy, and she left a couple patches on purpose. I know she did it. She left a couple patches on purpose. I wish I had my old Navy ID, but I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
But after that, they give you the briefing. They give you the moment of truth, which is basically if you ever got hurt and you didn't declare it on your medical record, or yada yada on the physical, they'll threaten to kick you out and everything like that. But once we got to the sleeping arrangements, we didn't really get to sleep that first day.
Okay.
So a lot of us were up for like 30 hours,
Wow.
literally, because when we get back, I remember I got to my barracks around like 3 or 4 in the morning, and we had to be up at like 5. So, and the barracks, and the racks wasn't made. So, I don't even think you had your sheets, or they did give you your sheets, but you didn't know how to do it. So there was a certain way they want their sheets to be made. So people just threw the blanket on the rack and just fell asleep. Like, no, it is what it is. And they try to get the hour or 30 minutes in, and then you see the drills. The RDCs come in, turn on the lights, and start screaming, knife handing everybody, and it was
Surreal experience.
Yeah, because you're disoriented, like you're delirious.
Now,
You don't know
after
what's
you
going on.
wake up at that 5 a.m., all right, do you remember that routine that came afterward? What happened next?
I remember in the beginning we didn't have a real breakfast. They gave us this thing, we call it bag nasties.
Why did he call it bag nasties? What was it? What did the food consist of? What was breakfast that day?
It was like these cold sandwiches and like I think like a juice box and all this other stuff, and
What was in the sandwich?
it's not a turkey or ham, but it's cold. It's
Cold
like
cut.
it's colder than the cold cut. Like you can still taste the ice in it.
Damn.
It's like in the back of the freezer, and it is like whipped it out. Like, all right, here you go. And it had a fresh apple in there, like apple and something else. I forgot. The sandwich, apple juice. That was, I think, a chip or like a little small bag of chips. Bag nasties. That's what,
Well, you survived eating the breakfast.
Yeah.
Right? Then after breakfast, what came next after that?
they take you to medical to get your shots, and you're in there looking like cattle because what will happen is there'll be a corpsman here, which is like the medical personnel. There'll be a corpsman here, a corpsman there. You in the middle, and they both give you shots on your arm, like at the same. Like this, like one of them had like a shot, like
Did
a little.
they explain to you what the shots you were getting were? Or you can't recall at this point?
I think they do, but again, you've been up for like.
Yeah, so you're
30
not really
hours.
aware of what's really...
They just tell you go on ahead and just do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And when you finish taking the shots, I remember it was like, I think like 4 or 5 shots, and then afterwards the peanut butter shot came last. I don't know. Peanut butter shots, basically you go in a room, it's 6 or maybe 8 of y'all that goes in a room, and there's like this bench, and you have to like drop your pants a little bit, and it's like a shot on the butt.
Okay.
And there is nothing where they violate you. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Were
It
you
feels
in
weird.
like a room that was closed off, or were you there where everyone else was doing the same thing?
It's like 8 people in one room doing the same thing.
Oh,
Like
I
they
see.
you bend forward and everything like that, and then they come behind and they give you a shot,
Okay.
and your butt was sore for like 3 days.
We're still on day one right here.
Exactly. From there,
You want
you
it
see,
to be like what you're being here. I feel
so
like
close.
The lighting shouldn't be angled. I feel like putting it right in the middle, and then you facing forward would be better.
What
But
do you
maybe
mean?
maybe
He
that's
can see himself in the front.
Alright, then
No.
don't ask me
No.
anything.
Come